Now we are.
Okay, cool. Guys, it's John and Sam Commons here from the Come Home Project.
In rare form today.
Rare form. Sam just got done eating popcorn. I'm having coffee in the afternoon, so today must have been crazy. I want to get started with this question for Sam. Why do you need to recognize and be grateful for what your spouse does for you?
I feel like I'm on like a pageant. And
Yes.
you're asking the one question off of a card.
Yeah, for Miss Wives of the
As
World,
he
like
sits
not
here
Miss
with us.
America. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to talk about, we mentioned this earlier in the week, how we challenged you guys to start recognizing what your spouse is doing for you, whether that's something really nice, whether that's a daily routine thing. And it's so important to do because you can constantly think about what you're doing for someone else. I did the dishes. I vacuumed the house. I made dinner. Great, we can all do that. It's so easy to remember what you've done, but what has your spouse done for you? What has your parents or someone that you care about, what have they done for you? And it could be as small as, emptying the dishwasher. But you have to recognize those things because that's what really makes you see the gratitude in life. And that's what makes you see that you're lucky to be home with your family and your spouse and to be able to have those things. Because I remember a time when John and I, whether it was field workups or deployments, just being away, and it's the small little tiny things that means so much. And I remember, this is different, but I cried my eyes out when I literally was able to FaceTime John when he was on the Mew, and all we got was messages back and forth. I heard his voice and I started bawling. And I never realized how much I loved his voice until I heard it then. So it's like all those little things that you take for granted during the day, be grateful for them and thank your spouse. Like John today, he did the laundry and he vacuumed the house yesterday. He made me a shake because I was hungry, not feeling so great. Just be grateful for those tiny little things because they're showing you so much appreciation in doing something for you. Showing them that they love you is so important. So we just wanted to touch on that.
And when you're in that state of aware of what your spouse is doing for you, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to be grateful for your marriage, to be grateful for your wife, instead of saying, man, this fucking bitch hasn't done anything for me all day. Don't think about that. Be like, damn, she took 5 minutes out of her night to make lunch for me the night before.
And if you recognize that they've done something for you, or even if you want to wait till the end of the day, do you know how much it means to John when I literally will give him a hug, a simple hug in the middle of the day, and I'm like,
a hug.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing everything that you've done today. I appreciate you and I love you so much. Or even if he did a bunch of work, I am so proud of you for, just knocking out your to-do list today. That means so much to them, and they may not say it. They're not going to say oh, well, I don't need you to tell me that, you're proud of me. I didn't do anything. It still means a lot. It means a hell of a lot.
So to take away from that, pay attention to your spouse. Be in tune with what she's doing for you or what he is doing for you. And if you do that, you'll be grateful for it. Then you won't take advantage of them. And long story short, you'll be happy. I promise it works. And if you look back on your last 48 hours of all the notes we asked you to write down of all the nice things, how many times did you say thank you? So think about that. And I can guarantee your last 48 hours being aware of what was going on when what your wife was doing for you was probably one of the best 48 hours you've had in a long time. And I'll be straight up honest that when we need to reset, we start paying attention more to each other. The next thing is we had a question or a requested topic that someone wanted us to touch on. And it was about transitioning home. Now, it wasn't from deployment or whatever. The phrase or whatever you want to call it, the subject is they just EAS, they picked up their DD-214 and they're going home because they're not married, they don't have anywhere to go, so they're going to go back home to mom and dad, and we want to talk about that for a little bit.
Or even from a deployment, and you know how you have leave after deployment?
Yeah.
Things like that.
Okay.
So situations like that where they're coming home for an extended period of time, and again, it could be with your spouse, but if you don't have the spouse, this is for our single military personnel going home.
For that Marine or soldier going home, not to their home, but to their parents' home. All right, cool.
Good.
Nice. Good job, babe. Way to knock that shit out.
Oh,
yeah.
Double hand.
All right. So if you're going home and you're going back into your parents' house and it's a new surrounding, whether it's for a 2-week vacation for leave or you're getting out of the military and you're starting your next phase of life, you're transitioning. Remember, guys, it's way better than the barracks. We can all agree there. If you spent any time in the Marine Corps, your mom and dad's house is way better than the barracks. So remember, it's their house. Show them the same respect that you had to show the barracks because you were told to. But respect your parents, respect their wishes. When you're first home, maybe make a dinner for them. Maybe not do their laundry, but do the dishes, clean up after yourself. All that respectable shit you can do. Remember, it's their house, they love you, and yes, they're their son or daughter, but at the same time, they don't have to let you home. And they're choosing to because they love you. So show the love back.
And if your parents are going to be stubborn in a great way, I don't want you to do anything. You were just gone for so long. Like, don't do the dishes. We don't want you to cook. It's the offer that means something. Again, it's just expressing how you feel. Hey, mom, do you want me to help cut up the broccoli? What can I do to help you? Always ask that question. What can I do to help you? And that means so much more than you even doing anything. They'll probably say nothing. Great, go sit back down and don't do anything. But that means something to them.
And for the parents out there, you got to think too, your son and daughter's probably a little more stressed out than normal, especially if they're EASing. They don't know what they're going to do yet for a job. They don't know where they're going to be working, where they're going. They're looking for the support. And after spending this many years in the military, they're not going to want to ask right away. So my advice from the parents out there, which you can take it or leave it, but I'm just saying, don't be a dick to your kid.
And maybe not even a dick.
Just go easy on them. Like, maybe let them stay home rent-free for a while because you were paying your mortgage before they came home. So give them some time. Let them readjust. Let them reacclimate. But at the same time, don't let them use that as an excuse to be lazy either. So parents, don't be dicks. Kids coming home, don't be lazy.
Also, don't be dicks.
Yeah, just don't be dicks to each other. Like, that makes it easy.
But seriously, like, for the parents, and this is coming from my side, which I was not a part of when John, but even just going home and things like that, being overbearing can be overwhelming to them. And parents may think that they're supposed to have all the answers, just like what John was saying. They may not know what they're doing right away. Try not to be too overbearing because they're gonna have 1,000 other questions from other people, from job recruiters, from friends, from your parents' friends.
It's
a lot.
They are already feeling the pressure to find a job and do some badass shit out there because you don't go from the 1% in the military to unemployed and homeless and then not want to be fucking fantastic at whatever you choose to do next. They already have enough pressure on them, so go easy on them. Let them take their time. Help them with the resume. You know what would be great? A cool little date, kid, parent, activity, whatever you want to call it. Take them out and get them like some business clothes, some business attire. Because I know if it wasn't for Sam and us getting married, I would not have any professional clothes at all. Because I wore my camis every day, or I had to wear my Chucks or my Bravos. So I literally had like a couple pairs of jeans and t-shirts and workout clothes because that's all I needed. I didn't have to have a business suit.
That's a really good point.
If you want, have a little, parent kid.
Yeah, as a parent, like
go out shopping and prep for his first interview.
Yeah, or even get your kids some business cards. It doesn't have to say anything on it, but like veteran Marine, right? It could say something small at the bottom with their contact info. How cool of a gift for your son or daughter coming home. Be like, hey, let's, and again, don't be overbearing. Be like, we could make some business cards, super simple, and go get you some new clothes so that you guys are ready. And if you need anything, let me know. Let them know that you are there for them so that you're open to, like, they can ask you willingly, like, and not feel pressured from you. Because when you're overbearing and like, what are you going to do? What job are you going to get? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
like,
where's your resume? Why don't you have an interview? I'd be like, well, this
whoa,
is
I just
cool.
got home from
Thanks.
deployment, or I just got done, like, out of, this job. let me breathe for a second because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm fucking scared. And that's okay. But find the smaller things that's going to mean something to them. A simple business card, maybe some connections that you know. Connections are huge nowadays.
Yeah, think about all the people you know from your job or your experiences or your friends. Now think about what your son or daughter is good at and then be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Talk them up a little bit. Be a salesperson for your kid. I know you can do that. Everyone loves talking awesome about their kids. So be like, hey, say Sam came home, she's my daughter. Hey, I hope you don't mind. I reached out to a friend and they'd like to interview you for a job for X, Y, and Z. It takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds. You can do it from your phone, email, call, text. Like, I don't think people realize like how connected everything is. Like, seriously, think about it. You can go on your phone right now, and I guarantee you, call someone, and they'll know someone at the very least who can help you solve your problem.
Do not ever be afraid to ask for help. John and I will be the first ones to tell you if you need something. We've already had a couple people reach out to us about random things that need help with, I don't know, DD-214s
Yeah, I feel shitty because
random
someone asked
shit.
me, hey man, I don't know if my last paycheck came because I was on terminal leave. And I said, I don't know the answer for you, but hang on a second.
We will figure it out.
I literally just Googled, hey, what's the number for DFAS? Because that's who you would talk to if your pay doesn't go through. And I sent it to him, and he was like, dude, thank you so much. I never would have thought of that. Like, guys, just pay attention.
Sometimes we're too confused in our own heads to be able to figure out the answer, and that's okay. And that's why that people are so available. Guys, everyone has freaking social media nowadays. Throw a freaking post up and just be like, hey, I'm getting out of the Marines. I'd love to reconnect with the people that are home, with new locations. I'm looking for an awesome job that's within this vicinity. If that's what you're looking for. If not, you want to go home for a week and relax, awesome. Maybe your parents know someone who could hook you up. Like, it's seriously just a matter of the small little things. Don't get confused on the big perspective. Start so small that you're just asking yourself, what can I do in the next hour to better myself? What can I do in the next day? And what can I do in the next week? What is one big thing? That's a huge thing John and I do. What is one big thing that we need done and accomplished this week alone? Because if we don't, we get so flustered in the amount of things that we are working on and working towards for all of you, and it just becomes too much. So we've dumbed it down to one thing that we need to accomplish for the week. So do that with your friends, with your family, and with your life when you are done with deployments or EASing at home. And for parents as well. Because I think that can go on both sides.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, on that note, right?
Is
that a good couple of things?
I'm good.
I think the overall perspective of today's live is definitely think small.
And here's something crazy. You guys don't realize this, everyone watching right now, you guys can help someone. How many of you on here know that you have a friend and their son or daughter's in the military and they're getting out? Don't you think this video would help them? And hey, I want you to watch this. This will help because they're getting out. You tag their name in there and you already solved someone else's
problem. Share the video.
With 2 seconds worth of work. So just comment, like, share it. For this though, Sam and I have a really big announcement.
And before we share that, I want to say one more thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, so one more thing. Like we said, obviously share this video with people who need it. 2, you know how we just talked about someone said they wanted us to touch on this? Guys, if you are ever needing us to talk about something or really have something on your heart, on your mind, something you're going through, go onto the Come Home Project page or the group. I think either one does it. Or reach out to us. It doesn't matter. And ask us, hey guys, I'm struggling. Me and my husband are struggling with this. My son and I are struggling with this. Reach out to us and we will be glad to share our input and be completely vulnerable with you on what we think. So don't ever be afraid to reach out to us and we will talk about whatever you need us to.
Cool.
Yeah, just so they know.
So do you think they're ready for the big announcement?
I don't know if you guys are ready for it.
I'm
so excited.
There's 10 people who are going to get an extreme awesome amount of love from us right now. 10 people who I know that when they say yes to this, their life is going to change forever. Now, Sam and I did some talking after going to this event and talking to other entrepreneurs, and we obviously know that all of you trust us. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here listening, you wouldn't be sharing, liking, commenting on the videos, you wouldn't be a part of the group. But Sam and I want to build even more trust with all of you. And we've decided that our first couples coaching course is going to be free for 10 couples. Let that sink in, because we've seen the messages, guys. We've seen all the people asking for help, and we decided, you know what? They're taking a chance by trusting us. Let us reestablish more trust with them and do the first class for free for only 10 couples, guys. Now, it's only 10 couples because that's going to be the size of each of our coaching groups from here on out. And after this one group, they will have to pay. But for anyone who doesn't think they can afford it, for anyone who doesn't know if this is just right for them, reach out, because we're doing this one group for free for you guys. I don't have to be doing it for free. And the people who've already signed up, will be sending your money back to you, so everyone can have the same chance at one free course from us, completely free, because we love you guys.
And we are doing this because we know that the value is so necessary for so many of you. And we know that you guys need this more than anything, because again, we think back, we wish we had this 5, 3, 2 years ago even. People who related to us, people who understood what we were going through. And guys, we've researched, there's not much out there for couples together as a whole in what we're doing. And we want to bring the absolute best we can for you. Guys, we're going to counseling to better ourselves, to help you guys. And you know what? It's not easy and it is not hard. It's not easy. It is hard.
It is not easy and it is not hard.
Guys, it is not.
Mediocre as fuck. That's what it is.
It is very hard.
Look at that vein pop out. Isn't it cute?
I get a vein. It is very hard, guys. We have 8 weeks we are doing this for 8 weeks straight, and every week we get so frustrated and so stressed out because we don't want to go. We're like, God, we have to do this. Because we are doing this because it is uncomfortable for us, and we know that if it's uncomfortable for us, other people will not go to this. If other people are not going, we have to go for them. And we are saying that over and over again. And
yeah. Oh, keep going. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm ranting. But 10 couples, guys, if you need this, send us a message on why you need this. Make it like a freaking application.
Yeah, so
tell us why you need this so bad.
We're not picking the first 10, because if we did the first 10, that wouldn't be fair to the 10 who really need it. So if you think, or you know someone who could really use our 6 weeks couples course, the deep dive, all the shit we're including in it, tag them, show them this video, and we're going to come up with a date and time, and we're going to pick out all the applications. We're going to go through them, and then we'll personally be reaching out to you to let you know if we accept it or not.
And we really, really, really want people who are going to be in this and take everything from this.
Yeah, this isn't like, oh, hey, I showed up a week and then fucked off. Like, no.
We're not giving you that time.
Yeah, this isn't the fuck around game.
That was good. I like that.
But yeah, guys.
But we love you guys.
We love you guys. That's our big news. Please make sure you share this word with everyone. It is only for 10 couples. You're gonna have to apply. We'll take care of that later. But
and big things are coming. Big things are coming. So stay tuned. Don't run away. Share this with people. Guys, if you got a mom or dad and you're going home, share this video. Be like, Mom, Dad, you guys got to watch them. They're really funny. And it's just like, me and my girl or whatever. Share the video. Have other people relate to this, because that's what's going to make this so much bigger than you guys can even imagine. So we love you. Sorry we had to do this a little early. We have a pump class to go to.
Yeah, look at these guns.
I gotta somewhat stay and fit here.
Guys,
here. I don't think they've seen my video, my belly in a while.
Look at that thing.
Belly's getting big, guys. 26 weeks on Saturday.
Sunday. Oh yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll let you go. Share the video. We love you. #replay if you're watching it after, and shoot us those names and shoot us why you need this, because we want to know. We love you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Take care, guys.